Stolen Heaven, Secret Hell. Episode 1, Song Overview. Hello friends, welcome to this devotional journey through Stolen Heaven, Secret Hell. I want to be honest with you from the very beginning of this one, because this song asks something of us that not every song does. It asks us to be honest about something we rarely talk about. And in my experience, the things we rarely talk about are often the things that have the deepest hold on us. This song is personal to me, not in the way that all creative work is personal, but personal in the way that only lived experience can make something. I have walked through addiction. I have fought habitual sin that had its hooks in me deeper than I wanted to admit. I have known what it is to tell yourself tonight is the last night, and mean it, and wake up the next morning having failed again. I have carried that weight in silence because the shame of it felt heavier than the struggle itself. And I have known, in the middle of all of that, the slow, quiet work of God refusing to let me go. That is what this song is about. And I think, if we're being honest, more of us know this territory than we let on. Addiction and habitual sin are not niche experiences tucked away in the corners of broken lives. They are some of the most common, most human, most quietly devastating battles that people fight every single day. They show up in the lives of the successful and the struggling. They live behind respectable fronts and polished Sunday morning faces. They follow people into recovery and whisper that the door back in is still open. They are, as the song says, a stolen heaven, something that promises the feeling of freedom and delivers captivity instead. The reason this is rarely talked about, especially in the church, is not because it's rare. It's because the shame attached to it is enormous, and shame thrives in silence. It grows in the dark. It tells us that our experience is uniquely terrible, that we are uniquely weak, that no one else would understand. And so we keep it under skin, as the song says. We carry it alone. This series is an attempt to change that, at least for the duration of this journey together. I want you to know something before we take a single step further. Whether you are in the middle of active addiction right now, whether you are in recovery and fighting daily to stay there, whether you love someone who is caught in this and you feel helpless watching it, or whether you have simply known the grip of a habitual sin that has refused to release you no matter how many times you've asked it to, your experience is real. It is valid. It is hard. And you are not alone in it. But I also want you to know this, and this is the most important thing I will say in this overview. This song is not primarily about suffering. It is about hope. It is about what happens when God enters the story. Not as a distant observer, not as a disappointed father, but as the one who shows up in the fluorescent dawn with shaking hands and a paper cup and says, "I know your shame, and I am still here." The journey this song takes us on is not a flat line. It moves, it changes, it progresses. The addiction that speaks with such authority at the beginning of the song is the same addiction that by the end has been dethroned. Not erased, not forgotten, but stripped of its lordship. And in its place, something extraordinary happens. We become addicted to something else entirely. As you listen through the song and walk with us through this series, a quick note on the lyrics. When the song speaks of something consuming, something that promises peace but steals the soul, something that burns and breathes and refuses to let go, that is the addiction speaking. And when the song speaks of stronger hands, of whispered grace, of a love that covers scars and speaks our name, that is God. The context of the lyrics will make that clear as we go, and we will walk through every line together. So let's begin. Let's be honest. Let's be brave enough to say out loud what so many people carry in silence. Because the God who never falters and never fades meets us here too. Especially here. What is your honest reaction to the subject of this song? Does it feel close to home, either in your own life or in the life of someone you love? You don't have to share details, but I'd love for you to let us know you're on this journey with us.
I'm walking free.